Its statement on XRP has recently put the United States Federal Reserve in the news. David Andolfatto, Senior Vice President of the St. Louis Federal Reserve Branch, has underlined the possible incorporation of RippleNet for payment processing. Particularly underlined has been RippleNet's dependence on XRP to enable these transfers. Directly quoting David Antifoldi, the Fed might give an outside organization like Ripple settlement duties. Should this happen, it points to a large rise in the value of XRP, maybe approaching $10,000. Furthermore, one should highlight that the Federal Reserve's action is not unexpected. Official remarks from the Federal Reserve a few weeks or maybe a month ago recognized the possible use of XRP and XLM in strengthening the blockchain element of their FedNow payment system. Ripple, known for its creative solutions in cross-border payments and its open-source platform for financial transactions, is in the spotlight. XRP's value to uncharted heights is expected to be driven mostly by Ripple's technology included into the FedNow payment system. Your reliable source for everything XRP connected. Do me a favor and press that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications to help us build our community before we plunge. Once we reach 60,000 subscribers, we are also running an amazing XRP giveaway, so keep tuned. 3 straightforward steps make it simple to enter, so be sure you do everything. Leave a hashtag MoneySide in the comments to confirm your place. Let's get right into the subject of the day. Our emphasis is on Ripple's partnership with the Federal Reserve, as formally reported on the federalreserve.gov webpage. The paper called the U.S. Path to Faster Payments in its first section. The Faster Payment Task Force approach recognizes Ripple as a major actor in cooperation with the Federal Reserve for Payment Solutions. The report particularly highlights Ripple's capacity to enable real-time international transfers, which usually take 2 to 4 days with little tracking and cost openness. Ripple changes this by providing quick settlement and total transparency on payment status and fees. We then find that Ripple and the Federal Reserve have worked together on domestic payments. Viewers can pause and read the many papers backing this. Study. A vital passage from the paper notes Ripple's engagement with central institutions, including the Bank of England, the Federal Reserve, and the Saudi Arabian Monetary Authority for improvements to domestic payment systems. The report's mention of Ripple Labs' innovation at the basic level of payment processing, emphasizing providing a free real-time settlement infrastructure worldwide, is another intriguing feature. With the Federal Reserve intending to use and carry out Ripple's decentralized peer-to-peer settlement technology, it suggests that current fund transfer systems will be replaced. Looking back, there were early signs of this evolution. During a Federal Reserve story on Fox News about investigating a digital U.S. currency, approximately a year ago, the Ripple logo was front and center. Moreover, organizations such as the Federal Reserve Board, IMF, the Bank of International Settlements, BIS, and others have added Ripple to their Operating in the Shadows partners list, indicating their interest in Ripple's technology. Exploring further the fascinating realm of global finance reveals that the Bank of International Settlements, BIS, manages a major share of the world's wealth. Ripple's foray into this domain is a noteworthy event. A statement from the Department of the Interior cites Jess Chan, senior lawyer of the Frederickshire Board of Governors. Former Deputy General Counsel of Ripple, Jess is said to be leading this effort. There's a lot to unpack here for those who want the finer points. since everything is somewhat related. But that's only the beginning. Many of you could be surprised by what I am going to disclose. The Federal Reserve just cautioned about possible bank losses brought on by real estate pressures and higher interest rates. Curiously, they've been talking about this with several partners since early March. Furthermore, BRICS in the EU looks to be on track to use XRP. The European Union has even suggested that the future digital euro might be based on XRP, hence controlling wealth transfers via the XRP ledger. Several studies back this assertion, suggesting an approaching rise in value of XRP. A top authority forecasts a short-term rise to $500.50, with possibility to $10,000 as it becomes worldwide appeal. Arthur Brito, a Ripple co-founder, is credited with this knowledge. Diving into the video reveals a fast-changing story for XRP. Beyond the SEC versus Ripple story, we are now seeing BRICS countries forcefully choose to build their central bank digital currency on the XRP ledger in partnership with Ripple. Newsbreaking indicates that, championed by BRICS, this central bank digital currency will be a major worldwide financial tool, and that Ripple has a large network within every BRICS country, which we will investigate thoroughly. Our trip should begin in Brazil, where an innovative event has taken place. Working with Ripple, Brazil has introduced a radical crypto on-demand liquidity solution. This project represents a major advancement in the financial technology scene of the nation. Next, we focus on Russia. Comprehensive papers show a strategic change by President Putin away from the petrodollar and the USD. Given SWIFT's choice to leave Russia out of its payment system, Ripple Labs has seen a significant turn. The aim is to create a Russian CBDC, central bank digital currency, on the XRP ledger. This action not only offsets the rapid prohibition, but also uses the distributed character of the XRP ledger to guarantee Russia's ongoing involvement in world banking. Turning our attention to India, we discover Ripple leading yet another major project, driving the ambitious digital rupee project of India. All supported by Ripple Labs technology, this initiative marks a significant step forward in India's path toward a complete worldwide CBDC. The narrative, however, goes beyond that. China has also joined the game, working with Ripple to penetrate the domain of central bank digital currencies. This cooperation shows Ripple's growing impact in the world financial scene. The story is same in Africa. The 2022 African